All right, let's see what this strike spot is. We have been promised that it is absolutely insane, so let's see how it is.
Greetings, Commanders. Pathfinder here with another episode of Strike Spot. We have a jam-packed episode for you today, but first, make sure to leave a comment down below on what alliance you're from, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the latest news and updates in Marvel Strike Force. Here's a high-level summary of what we're going to be covering in today's episode. Marvel Strike Force's 7th anniversary is right around the corner, and we have some news on what you can expect over the next month. We'll be joined by our general manager, Ryan Jacobson, for an interview on what's to come in 2025. There is a ton of information that you're not going to want to miss in this interview. Next, Strikefox is going to give us the community weather report, and to wrap things up, Lori's going to give us an update on the Envoys.
Hey,
Without
that's me.
further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. March is almost here, Commanders, which means it's time to celebrate Marvel Strike Force's 7th anniversary.
Yeah.
We have an entire month filled with fun events and rewards, and I think Howard the Duck will make an appearance or two. We will also have an update every week on MarvelStrikeForce.com.
Pathfinder's also blinking. I'm so happy.
So make sure to head over there every week to see what's in store in Marvel Strike Force. There's some big things coming, and you're not going to want to miss this information. Let's head over to our interview with our general manager, Ryan Jacobson. Well, thanks, Ryan, for joining us today. I know the community is super excited for some of the things we have coming up, and I know that they're really looking forward to hearing about it. So thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Pathfinder. Excited to give an update to the community for sure.
Well, let's kick things off by talking about the 7th anniversary. It's right around the corner. So I wanted to hear from you, what are some of the things that players should be expecting from this anniversary?
I think we always learn a lot from our previous iterations of anniversaries, some of the things that work, some of the things that maybe don't work as well as we expect them to. So I would say there's going to be some great events. There's going to be some great rewards, the kind of normal stuff that we typically do. There's a lot of costumes that look amazing from everything I've seen thus far.
Cool costumes.
There's also a really, really cool UI takeover that the team's been working on that I'm excited to get out there into our players' hands. And then I do know that Howard the Duck is going to be making an appearance, and he's going to be crafting a pretty cool arc. So hopefully people enjoy the narrative, but I think there's a lot of exciting stuff that's going to come with this 7th anniversary.
Well, a couple weeks ago, we talked about Battle World returning, and at the end of the video, I did a little bit of a teaser that we're already working on the 2nd instance of Battle World.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know what are some more details that we can share about that?
Yeah, I think, first and foremost, I think Battle World is one of those modes we need to continually iterate on. There's some changes that we're working on right now. I think there's some bigger changes that we also want to get out before the next iteration of Battle World 2 comes out. But yeah,
Battle World 2.
When we created this mode, kind of the boss fights themselves, I get really excited for. We know it. We don't always want it to be kind of a big baddie. So I think I can let you know that the next one will be kind of a different side. We'll be fighting a good guy.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
And I think one of those hero fights that I'm expecting will be pretty epic. It is a pretty relevant character that's going to be coming in. He's going to be coming into the MCU this year as well. Someone that I get really excited for. So I think the next iteration hopefully gets people, pumped up for what we come out with.
Awesome. And any idea of when we could be expecting that?
Yeah, I believe it's going to be probably around September. That's our aim right now. There's some changes, like I said,
so about
that we
7
want
months
to make
then
to that mode. So right now, our tentative plans is to get that Battle World 2 out starting in September.
Awesome. Well, definitely be on the lookout, Commanders, for more info on that. I am very excited to hear that a hero is going to be the next big bad. That's or the next big good. I don't know
how to phrase it either. I just say good hero. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think we can do a lot with that mode and play around with the baddies and some of these heroes, and so hopefully people get excited about each time a new iteration comes out.
Sweet.
Very, very cool. Well, that's one big thing that's coming in 2025. So I want to ask, what's the most exciting thing that's coming in 2025 that you're excited for personally?
Yeah, there's two things there. I would say there's a new game mode that we're working on right now that we have a small little team that's actively working on that we want to try and get out really early on and get into our players' hands so we can constantly kind of iterate on it. And I think that's one of the valuable lessons learned from Battle World. I think Battle World, we spent a little bit too much time doing internal development before we got that into our players' hands, and then we learned a lot when we got into our players' hands. So that's one of the things that we're hoping will come out. Hopefully Q1, Q2, where we're actively working
Oh,
as
wow,
fast
okay.
as we can on that. I would love to say more about it, but I actually want one of the lead designers, hopefully, to do one of these soon, so he can actually
That'd be
talk
cool.
about it because he's put a lot of time and energy into that. But I would also say the one that I'm the most excited about is we're really doing a lot of work on the seasonal framework right now, what we call kind of ages, right? The age of X that we're in right now. There's going to be some pretty drastic changes that we're going to roll out to the community pretty soon, and I think they're all going to be really beneficial for all player types. And so that is the one thing that I'm really excited about this year.
Awesome.
Okay, very cool. New game mode. That sounds really exciting. Is there any other details we can give about that, or are we gonna hold that close to the vest for now?
Well, I
PvP,
would say we're going to
PvE.
hold it close to the vest, but for those who know games, it is a roguelike game mode. So if you know what that is, you might be pretty excited, but I think it's going to be a
Hmm.
cool little experience where it's going to feel different and unique every time you go in. You're going to kind of build up your roster, and you're going to have new fun ways to play with kind of
I
our
like
characters in
fun.
ways that you've never done before.
And don't forget about the rewards. It's a new game mode, more rewards.
That
Sounds
they
pretty good to
always
me.
go hand in hand for sure.
Well, you hit on the seasons a little bit. I want to talk about the kind of age or season that we're in right now, which is the Age of X. That's going to come to its kind of crescendo, its conclusion here soon. So, what kind of details can we give the players right now on the conclusion of the Age of X?
Yeah, right now we have a lot of people that are actively working on some of the kind of the last beats there in terms of kind of what do we want that experience to feel like? Do we want it to feel like a traditional Dark Dimension? Do we want it to feel a little bit more unique, kind of like the Apox Saga was? So we're playing around with some ideas right now. So I
Interesting.
can't confirm either way of which we're going because we really want to get it into our hands and kind of play it and see which one we feel like feels better. But I would say that we want this experience to feel a little bit different than the kind of traditional, normal Dark Dimension that everyone's used to. So that's kind of what we're working on right now for the conclusion of the Ajax.
Well, with Xavier ending soon, you talked already about seasons. What are those? What is that going to look like going forward?
Yeah, I think the main goal that we're aiming for is more kind of episodic, more of kind of a chapter based bits of content that we want to get into our players' hands. So think of it as kind of we're roughly saying a quarter, right? So a 3 month kind of chapter, quote unquote, and then you'll
Cool.
move into chapter two, then you'll move into chapter three, and then the conclusion with chapter four. But we want to make some pretty big changes there. We're still actively kind of aligning on some of those things right now, but I would say it's going to be a drastic difference from anything any player is used to that's played this game for any amount of time. We want definitely a better sense of immersion, and we have some things that are going to help to kind of really do some great goal setting for our players that will be coming out. We also have some really cool things that are going to be coming out in terms of kind of the way that we set up our events, the event structure. We're also going to be introducing some global events. So there's some big things that we're going to be doing, but I would say this age, just kind of the overall structure, I'm really excited for, and we'll see kind of what the players' reception and how they react to it is.
Very cool. Very cool. Do we
Tell
know
us the
who the
name.
next is going to be?
Yeah, we do. It's going to be the Age of Annihilus. We want
Wow.
to kind of ping pong off of a kind of
Awesome.
hero, a villain, and I think Annihilus is one of those really cool characters who people who know, especially the comic book lore, right? We're gonna also try and stick a little bit more to kind of some cool narrative around him, but this will be the next age. Will be the Age of Annihilus.
Well, I gotta say there is a lot coming up in Marvel Strike Force, and you're definitely gonna want to stick around for it. Uh, what are kind of the final thoughts that you want to give the players?
Yeah, I think there's always, ups and downs. And I would say, last year there was a lot of positive things that we've done. I would say there's also some things that definitely didn't hit the mark. And I think that there's a very passionate team that works on this game that we're always constantly learning from the things that are working, things that maybe aren't working. Battle World's a great example of that. I think a lot of players had opinions on it. I think there was some positive opinions. There was some definitely critical feedback. I think when we get it back into our players' hands, there's a lot of excitement internally about how we think it will be received. So hopefully there's a lot of positive reception there. And then I would just say that we know there's a lot that we continually want to work on and kind of adjust and make sure that the community, has the game that they really love to play, right? And I think that's one of the things that we're really pushing on this year is finding the fun again, right? Because I think if you look back at last year, there was definitely times where I would say like, I'm not really having fun playing this game right now. And I think that's something that games should always be providing for their players, right? Is an excitement, delight, and really an enjoyment overall every day that you're playing these games. And so we really want to find that again this year. And I think there's a lot of amazing work that we're going to be releasing throughout the year that hopefully people start to see that and get really excited again. But overall, I would just say that there's a lot of things that are in the hopper right now that we're actively working on. And so hopefully soon we'll be releasing kind of the overall roadmap for the year to you and to the group, and then we'll make sure that we get
another roadmap
feedback from kind of the community, the player council, as we always do, and then we'll continually kind of go from there.
Awesome. Well, thanks for giving your time today to do this. I know that a lot of big updates, and obviously with the 7th anniversary, so much stuff is happening. So want to make sure that we keep our players updated. So thank you again for joining me here today.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me. Look forward to always doing these, and hopefully we get to do one again soon. Thanks, Pathfinder.
Wanted to give a big thank you for Ryan for stopping by and giving us all of that information. We hope you're as excited as we are. Now let's head over to Strikefox, who's going to be giving us the community weather report.
Thanks, Pathfinder. The sweetest storm of the century moved through the community during February and showered everybody with prizes. We gave out 6 Valentines on our Discord server during the event, and each contained a unique QR code that rewarded some sweet in-game treats. Then we wrapped up this month's community events with a giveaway on Discord. Now let's check out the 4-week forecast. Yup, looks like a 100% chance of anniversary-related fun. We've got a full month.
God, let's hope so.
All sorts of activities and rewards, and maybe we'll make Pathfinder sing happy birthday a few times.
Yeah, I hope
You'll
so.
want to head over to our Discord server to join in the festivities. So stop by, say hello, share a meme or two, and stay until we're best friends over at discord.gg/MartelStrikeForce. Oh, and for your actual weather forecast, please consult your local weather app. Now let's check in with Lori.
Thank you, Strikefox. Hello, everyone. Lori here. I'd like to give a big thanks to the community for joining us in the 5C tournament. Let's take a look at the best moments so far.
Oh, Lord.
We're facing Dorky again. 3rd freaking tournament in a row.
Hit him with the alt, Kahori. Boom! Hit him with the alt, Shadow King. Oh, no!
Do we get to see Dorky break another Batman?
Tina, please lose. Go against Duelam. No!
I'm actually shaking.
Holy moly, I'm nervous right now. I didn't think I was going to be nervous. I got to tell you, this feeling that I'm getting right now is worth it.
I am freaking out. Dude, this is too much pressure. It's too much pressure.
Oh my god, you called it! You called it! The Gwen! The threading of the needle! The Gwen perma-kills!
I lost round 1 to that!
There's the Dorky clip.
I lost round 1 to that! What? Holy
Super interesting. This is the most fun I've had in Marvel Strike Force.
Bolts, and there we go. Perma-kills.
In the name of science!
Woohoo! Yeah, baby! I win!
Why am I so nervous? Why am I so nervous?
The season of Updog is upon us. So get ready. All the doubters, all the haters.
I'm praying for some good stuff to happen. If not, we're blaming Duelam.
Fair enough.
Right! Get ready! This is gonna be a season of Duelam!
Ooh, he took an L! He took an L because he has Kahori on low. He took 2 L's, we won. Hey, Duelam, how's that Kahori on defense going?
Keep an eye out for our next 5C tournament. Back to you, Pathfinder.
That'll do it for this episode of Strike Spot. I want to thank Ryan Jacobson, Strike Fox, and Lori for coming and giving us all these exciting details today. We hope you enjoy the anniversary and all the fun things to come. And as always, we'll see you in the next episode of Strike Spot.
All right, that was jam-packed full of some awesome information. We got ANNIHILUS as the next age coming, so that's pretty awesome. We got a new game mode coming at the end of Q1 or Q2, and Q1 ends around end of March to my understanding, so hopefully within the next 2, maybe 3 months, we should be getting a new game mode. It'd be pretty awesome to see what that is, so I'm really excited for that. If I forgot to recap anything here, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But until next time, this has been Duelum. Later, MSFers.